Here I will be unboxing an OCZ Vertex 3 240GB solid-state drive running the SandForce controller. I got this for an older PC that only doesn't have SATA 3, it has SATA 2. So the only loss I will have as far as the performance is going to be in the sequential read and write. I'm not going to get the 550 megabit per second potential speed, but it doesn't affect in any way like the random read and writes and like 4KQ, all that sort of stuff, which is the most important. And it's going to fully realize the potential of that SATA 2 controller, at least. I may stick in an add-in card later, so that way I can get some more performance. But for now, I'm just going to be plugging it directly into the motherboard's slot. So you got this on sale from Newegg, really cheap. So 180, 160 after mail and rebate, if that ever comes in. So let's see some of the specifications on here. The maximum performance 550 megabit per second. Read 550, write 520. 4K random write. That is 60,000 IOPS. So some nice performance numbers there. Now let's see what we got on the back packaging. And I may add a second video later, just showing you performance difference between the standard hard drive that's on the computer. It's actually RAID 0, but with older hard drives, and this. Let me see, where should I start from? Yeah, it's a little bit tricky doing this stuff one-handed. I may do a tripod later with a standard video camera, but for now, mostly use my iPhone. Okay. Alright, this is a pain in the ass doing with one hand. Focus. There we go. Now, the reason why I went, some of you may be asking, since this is September of 2002, why not go with a Vertex 4 and instead go with a Vertex 3? Even though the price is not all that different. Simple answer, the Vertex 4, the performance drops on the Vertex 4 series once you fill more than half of the drive. And this drive is going to be filled near capacity for most of the time, at least at about 60 to 70% capacity right from the get-go. So I'd be losing a lot of the extra performance that I would have gained using a Vertex 4. This thing, even though it doesn't, even though SandForce-based SSDs drop in performance when you're using non-compressible data, at least the performance is going to be reliable throughout the entire drive, as opposed to a Vertex 4, which uses tricks to make it faster, but those tricks don't work once you get beyond a certain capacity limit. So I stuck with the Vertex 3. Alright. Very difficult doing this thing one-handed again. Here is the back plate that comes with it for mounting into a regular drive bay, 3.5 inch. Let me flip it around this way, open it up. A little label, my SSD is faster than your HDD, that's solid state drive versus hard disk drive. Here's the manual that comes with it, it's basic stuff. This is the good stuff. Here's the solid state drive itself in all of its splendor and wonder. And let me pull this out if I can. And this, my friends, this also includes screws over here. And the purpose of this is so you can mount this in a standard hard drive bay. It screws down to the bottom like that, and then you can just use it in your regular mounting. Alright. So here we have it. Here's your power connector and the data connector. And don't believe the hype about SATA 3 cables. Don't need one. Any standard SATA cable will give you the full performance of your drive. Don't worry if you have old SATA cables, they'll all work just the same regardless. If it's a SATA cable, SATA 2, SATA 3, all the same shit really. Wouldn't worry about it. So there you go. Nice and light. These things are silent since there are no moving parts, and they'll take a lot more shock than a hard disk drive would. Especially for laptop implementations where it really comes in handy. And of course, having a solid state drive, if you were to use this in a laptop versus a desktop, saves you power. A lot of power, because you don't have to drive a big motor. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.